Daytona International Speedway tonight sets the stage for the season opener, and there may not be a tougher place to start the year than right here, right now. This is Apex Mazda MX-5 Cup Racing, fixed setups, equal cars, and fields separated by tents. Welcome in here, everybody. Sean Stam live here on Stam Studio Network. This is going to be a fun season opener here tonight. Hopefully that you have all enjoyed your short little breaks of an off season as we cut live to virtual trackside action. Welcome in, welcome in. It's a great day for racing here, for virtual racing tonight as we take a look at the race info. It's a big one. It's a 3.5 mile speedway, 12 turns to do it here right before the Roar before the 24, as well as the iRacing Daytona 24 hours. If you're participating in either of those, we wish you the best of luck from this 3.5 mile raceway, 12 turns to do it in, as well as, hey, we got cool temperature tonight, sitting in at about that 66 Fahrenheit degree range. Overcast skies, 45% humidity. God, that's going to bring our cardboard cutouts to sweating conditions. 2 mile per hour winds to our back as well. We appreciate the racers that are about to put on a show. The sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right of the screen. Race to Stop Suicide, Overstock Vehicles, VehicleBuyers.com as well. DL Designs if you're looking for some paint designs, as well as Slipstream Performance, built to win. Appreciate everybody for 2,000 subscribers, or almost 1,234 that we're sitting at here on the road to it. Thank you all here joining in, as well as, hey, speaking of the drivers, once again, this is a 35 driver grid here tonight. We'll take a look at our practice results and with qualifying results here going to round up here in a short while, in a brief time. Hey, there you see our man, the myth, the legend, Barney the Flagman, waving that checkered flag with some authority there, telling all these drivers to get their booties back down there into pit lane and ready to start this race off. Practice results, how about it? Lots of newer faces in some newer places. That's a younger face in a familiar place. It's Nico Colby, fastest in practice. How about James D. Newaldo? He's a SCCA Mazda IRL driver as well. Keep your eye on that 123 tonight. Lucas Barnett, we know he's got pace in these Mazda MX-5 Cup cars. He was third fastest in practice. Stone Colby, Brandon Birch, Andrew Bound, Nathaniel Redmond, Connor Cunningham, all familiar names right there as well, running third through ninth. Joel Singleton, newer name, ninth fastest in practice. Slater Colby 10th, Josh Hunter 11th, Marvin Samayoa. Also keep your eye on him. I know Marvin was showing some pace within the first few laps of qualifying I was watching. Jake Steckler, Michael Tenegretta, Warren Johnson, Darren Colby, Victor Lean, Daniel Ramirez, Juan Heron, and Joey Rainey rounding out the top 20. I think Joey Rainey is about to have to start to head on a, I'm talking IRL, playing to Daytona here, at least within the next within the next month. Get ready to kick off some the season of racing there. Joey, best of luck there to you over in Daytona. Let's see only a few other drivers that are still making their laps out here on track right now. Hey, it's one of them, Joey Rainey, that Rainey Homes Racing, a Mazda MX-5 number 30 machine, making his way out and through at NASCAR Oval. I believe that's going to be 3 and 4. I mentioned the Daytona, not only the Roar before the 24, but the 24-hour race itself. We got a team set up here on Stam Studio Network, a little 24-hour team. Got 5 drivers in it. We're going to be running the LMP2. I'm kind of nervous on running the stream at the same time as racing it there, but if anybody's interested on how we are doing, probably going to stream that here. I believe that's next weekend. Joey Rainey making his way through at that bus stop, and that's what you have to be careful with. I believe we just saw it right there with Joey. He got a little bit too aggressive there on the exit of that bus stop. It warranted a slowdown, and well, that's going to completely ruin Joe Rainey's qualifying lap. Here we just a couple of seconds out and away through it. I know that we already have seen Moonlight Dancer down there hanging out in the live YouTube chats. We got Myers Racing, Jordan Dopke. I appreciate all of you joining in. Terry as well. We appreciate you all joining. 20 viewers right here to watch this season opener of Apex Mazda MX-5 Cup Series action. Here we go. It's a standing start. So we are going to get through it pretty quickly. Here's our starting grid tonight, brought to you by Slipstream Performance, built to win. It's Samayoa! no, it's the Marvin Tater. Also commentates with me there on my side. Marvin Samayoa gets pole position. Nathaniel Redmond, Stone Colby, Brandon Birch, Lucas Barnett, Joel Singleton, James Newell, Jake Steckler, Slater Colby, Darren Colby starts right beside his son there in P10. It's Giorgio A. Marino Jr. starting P11. Nico Colby starts P12. Try to get through a couple more rows here before the drop of the green flag. It's Brian Zaspaleski as well as Joey Rainey, 13th, 14th, Andrew Bound, Connor Cunningham, Michael Tenegretta, Juan Heron, Josh Hunter, Tony Wallace Jr. out of Mav Motorsport P20, Victor Lane, Christopher Reagan, Daniel Ramirez out of Colombia. That's pretty cool. Another driver outside of the U.S. joined us. Thomas Davili, I think I'm saying that one, probably butchering it there, out of P24. Igor Reitzkov, Fabian, as well as Jason Holcomb, Aaron Hatter, David Ramirez, Kenneth Lawless, Joe Rainey, Warren Johnson, Wesley McFarland, James McThumpson, and Diego Valdemarada. All right, that looks like it's all of our drivers here on this 35, count them, 35 driver grid. What a season opener that we are about to have on our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, you have waited your whole off season here for it. We are just 5 lights away from the opening of this Apex MX-5 Cup Series action here live on Stam Studio Network. It's a standing start on the banking. We got a driver completely stopped here. It's going to be Marvin Samayoa, Nathaniel Redmond, Brandon Birch, Lucas Barnett heading down there, leading them down into turn 1. Careful on that 2 and 3 wide. We can't win the race on the first lap. It's going to be Marvin Samayoa leading into turns 1 and 2 to lead us on this opening race. Here we're going to still continue to see these cars snake their way into the first International Horseshoe. We're still going to see some 2 and 3 wide start to accumulate, work its way back to down to 2. Oh no, we got a vehiclebuyers.com machine going around, as well as, I believe, oh God, we got quite a few drivers going around. Here we go, go. Marvin still continues to lead. Nathaniel Redmond, P2, Brandon Birch, P3. Right now we're looking at a nice 3-way battle for 21st. Oh, there's going to be a driver who's going around. That's going to be Juan Heron, who has contact, tries to hold the brakes, pulls a 360 right and back across the racing line. He finds himself huge incidents here earlier on. It was Stone Colby in the black vehiclebuyers.com machine who had contact earlier on in the race, also in the West the West Horseshoe there. Stone, he's going to fall back all the way to P28. We're still continuing to beat and bang. There's going to be Jason Holcomb and James McThumpson there as well, 29th and 30th. Back up here, we're going to bump draft our way to the race lead. Marvin Samayoa holds him off there throughout the infield section. We are now up on NASCAR, heading down towards that back straightaway into our bus stop, hopping on board with Nathaniel Redmond there as he's close to that rear bumper. Going to see these drivers pretty calm and cordial there through the front bus stop, at least through this first and second lap by here. You can't win the race on the first lap nor the first turn, and that's exactly what we've seen here from Marvin Nathaniel and Lucas Barnett. Now that they will start to kind of snake their way, and as well as a little bit of a bump draft action there for 2x2 through the pack. We're going to start to side draft each other as well, coming into NASCAR turn 4. This is going to complete lap 1 of the season opener. Oh, Marvin Samayoa almost had it. Here comes Lucas Barnett. I think they're barely going to give the lap to Nathaniel Redmond on the leading lap 1 of the race. 2x2 once again heading into turns 1. Nathaniel Redmond, Lucas Barnett still side by side, door to door racing. Marvin Samayoa, Brandon Birch right there as well, winning 3rd to 4th. Don't look now, but James D. Newall stalking right there, running continuing to put down some nice opening lap times there in 5th position. Slater Colby, Nico Colby, Jake Steckler, then there's Andrew Bound, Joel Singleton, and Joey Rainey rounding out the top 11. So there's a little kind of front group breakaway at the front half of this pack, at least the first, let's see, it looks, yeah, about that first 1 through 11 drivers. Nathaniel Redmond continues to lead this pack, and here we're going to make our way to our most important corner of the track, the cut back here, back up towards NASCAR Oval. You're going to see these drivers really trying to cut that corner apex there, trying not to get too wide, just like you see Nathaniel Redmond do right there. He's going to leave the door open, heading back in towards NASCAR Turn 2. Doing that, he actually carries the speed, carries the momentum. I don't hate that line for Nathaniel Redmond after seeing it go to work there. These lightweight, lighter horsepower machines that we're seeing go to work tonight, they're still continue to keep that speed, keep that momentum up, moving and grooving. We'll make our way, move and groove, and maybe pick somebody up along the bus stop along the way. This is going to be only lap 2 of the race. Lucas Barnett tries to close that gap. He's going to get a little bump there from those 3D rendered rumble strips on this Daytona International Speedway back straightaway bus stop chicane. These drivers all live to fight another day. Here we're going to start to look at 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th once again. Joel Singleton, Joey Rainey, Michael Tenegretta. There's Tony Wallace Jr., one of those newer drivers who has hopped on board with us this season, running in the number 78 car. He's shown +7 spots since the drop of the green flag. There you can see world's strongest sim racer out of Mav Motorsports. Nice start to the race here for Tony Wallace as he gets a nice bump draft from the, oh, you can't even see it. It's Christopher Reagan's, the Ghostbusters, number 19 machine. If you're just now joining us, what an intense start it was. We'll take a look at the drop of the green flag. It was A-OK through turns 2 and 3, and then all heck broke loose here. I think it started with, I believe it's going to be David Ramirez. Oh, this is through turns 2 and 3. Gets a little flirty with that outside wall, then comes back onto the racetrack. No harm, no foul there. And then where does the next contact in here? Looks like it's going to be Giorgino, I believe. Save us a little bit of time. Here's a quick cut to it, snaking away through it and heading into the international horseshoe here. I believe Giorgino's going to be that black Mazda MX-5, middle of your screen. Oh, dive bombs it down in there, 3 wide, not going to work. And then there you see, oh, I misspoke. That's going to be the 47 of Darren Colby who has contact. Whoa, he straightens it right back out to the round. Oh, save it, Darren. No, then it loops back around. Then we start to see even more 3 and 4 wide. It'll work here in some parts of the track, but not through the kink here. There's no way in heck, even in Mazda MX-5 Cup cars. Yep, that's what's going to happen there. Victor Ling, I don't think he just had anywhere to go. He's going to end up spinning, I believe that looks like the number 29. It was of Juan Herron. Here's going to be another look at Darren Colby. Just, oh, he had it saved until the rear end looped out there and around him in that vehiclebuyers.com machine. We'll get back to some, actually, we got one more replay to look at here. It's Josh Hunter's incident. And then we'll get back live to Racing Incident. It's just another angle at the one that we just saw up there from drone cam. There you see just off the front nose of Victor Ling's Apex Motor Club Mazda MX-5. That was kind of the left side of your screen there. Then, oh, excuse me, here's Josh Hunter's incident. He had contact out of his rear end from the number 78. Then remember, that's the live camera shot that we did see where Stone Colby went out, down, and around. Back up to the race lead, and it looks like a NASCAR green flag restart here. Contact out of the front. Marvin Samayo hard into the outside tire barrier. Nico Colby is into the race lead for the time being. Side by side, door-to-door racing out of Lucas Barnett and Nathaniel Redmond. Here comes Andrew Bound, shot out of a cannon on the race restart, plus 11 spots gained since Barney was waving that green flag loud and proud. How about Slater Colby in that vehiclebuyers.com machine? One of the other ones as well. He's worked his way all the way back up to P5. 4 spots gained since the drop of the start. He has Brandon Birch right there behind and beside him. James D. Newell falls back to P7, but still he's still continue to fight for his right to party tonight in that number 123 Nav Motorsport machine. If you're newer here to the Mazda MX-5 Cup Series Racing, we do have that competition caution out, down, and around halfway through this race. We're going to get the pack re-racked, restacked here. Ooh, look at him sending it. I mean, all sorts of different lines back up and onto the oval. Nico Colby to the race lead. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Nico, tonight's your nickname, buddy. It's Cotton Eye Joe. I don't know. Here comes Lucas Barnett, Nathaniel Redmond right there with him, and this is going to be a fun camera shot. We're going to take it. Oh, no! What a shot and a half there, a bump draft that almost all gone wrong out of Andrew Bound and Nathaniel Redmond. Pick your braking zones here, right past that green light up there on the top right of the fence. Oh, Lucas Barnett maybe broke a little bit too late there, compromises that corner exit speed. Wow, Lucas, hang on to her. Contact between the two. It's a big one here between lots of front running back drivers here. Andrew Bound is involved. Slater Colby, I think he's going to get there through it. No, he's not. Stone Colby as well. That's exactly what I was mentioning there out of the bus stop. It's a game of inches, game of centimeters, and that's what happened there between those drivers. Here's another look at it, all gone wrong. I'll fast forward it here, just help us out. And what really happened, I think it's Nico Colby who went way too deep into the braking zone. And if we get Bob off the forklift here off of his smoke break, there you go. It's a nice shot at it here. Watch how deep Nico is here. Almost nicks the tire barriers. 2 to 3 tires off the racetrack for Nico. He somehow saves that machine, but he's going to have to take the slow down for it. And then here's the contact there between Nathaniel Redmond and the 008 machine. Of Lucas Barnett in that Burger King machine. Oh man, Slater Colby with a slip and a slide there. He gets through it kind of unscathed, but we'll get back up here to the battle for the lead. As James Newell, what was that last lap? He was running, what was that, 7th to 8th position. Now after that spin and what could be a win here tonight for James D. Newell, real life SCCA Mazda driver. He's running in the 123, running up in the 1 spot right now. He still has Nico Colby right there beside and behind him. So this isn't an easy win by any means being. As well as, I don't know about you guys and gals down there live in YouTube land, I would not, just like we saw in West Coast Sim Racing the other night, Monday night with the GRD6 Cup cars, I would not want to be leading coming towards the white flag. Obviously, we'd lead coming towards that checkered flag, but the draft, the slipstream, it's so huge, just like we do see in real life Mazda MX-5 Cup car racing here, season opening at Daytona. You're gonna get that beat, you're gonna get that bang. Most of them are gonna be within the front and back bumper. Hey, at least tonight we do allow some bump drafting, unlike the IRL series, and we've already seen that really make or break a couple of these drivers. It's a really nice battle here, up for the race lead. And just speaking of those IRL series, they have watched many racing careers, especially those Mazda, the Mazda MX-5 Cup Car Leagues, you know, the IMSA one that we're about to see take live here from the banks of the World Center of Racing. And we're seeing that here within the sim racing world as well. More than you can imagine is simulated here within the iRacing simulation motorsports simulation here. And well, I think that we're seeing right now future champions go to work, slice, dice, micro adjustments on these steering wheels, trail braking that cannot be beat, battles through the race lead. James D. Newell, Nico Colby, Brandon Birch is up there with him as well. Marvin Samayoa, even after contact with the outside wall, I think in turn 1, he still sits P4. Whoa! Lucas Barnett and Slater Colby going at it for 5th and 6th position here. It'll be side by side. These drivers smart enough to do it. Oh, I'm showing a black flag right now for Diego Valdemarera, excuse me. We'll have to see what the issue is there. Oh, I'm also seeing live timing and scoring. Okay, well, that's real nice. Okay, it took a second there to update. We'll get back up here to the battle for the race lead. I don't think Diego is the race leader. I think that's a little bit of a glitch there, I do believe. So it'll be James D. Newell, Nico Colby, Brandon Birch here, still battling up for a 1, 2, 3. Marvin Samayoa running 4th. That issue should fix itself here in just a few moments' time. I think what happened, maybe Diego had gone off the track and then maybe cut a section of the timing loop there and may have shown himself within the race lead right now. Still has to give that time back. I know we've been watching these lead battles, but we'll get back to another one. It's Lucas Barnett, Slater Colby, and Joel Singleton. How about Michael Tenegretta also starting to join this battle? We'll make our way through that Le Mans chicane bus stop. Now towards NASCAR 3 and 4. I'm taking notes here this whole time, not only producing, directing, commentating the show here behind the scenes, but taking notes for that roar before the 24, as well as the iRacing Daytona 24-hour. Lucas Barnett, Slater Colby, Joel Singleton right now, they're doing the smart thing. Just stay in line, continue to slipstream, continue to draft it out here. We'll see what happens here through the infield section in this battle. Slater really not opting to make a move down there heading into 1 and 2. We'll see if he's close enough to make something happen on exit or just lives to fight another day. Joel Singleton, one of the newer drivers who's racing with us right there within this battle. Joel's showing some very, very nice pace. Also has that nice I rating as well. Going to be 4,200 shown. Not sure what's going on live timing and scorings right here. It'll continue to fix itself there, but now showing Tony Wallace in the 78 to the race lead. Not the case there. Still James D. Newell, Nico Colby, and Brandon Birch. Unfortunately for Nathaniel Redmond, driver who started up there, I believe it was in the second or third position in that Kyle Busch-inspired M&M's machine. God, I was so wishing that we get some victory lane pictures of Nathaniel Redmond in this paint scheme here tonight from the World Center of Racing. It is definitely still possible, as he's got a nice battle right there behind him as well. That's Jake Steckler, Michael Tannegretta down into the inside line. Another MAV Motorsports machine. Nice pass there for the number 80. But back up to Nathaniel Redmond. We know that he's got the speed. We know that he has the pace. He continues to, well, this is our season opener, but we know that he is also a consistent driver, showing very nice point standings as well from our last seasons. He's going to continue to try to work his way through the pack, as well as that competition caution going to help him out in about 5 to 6 minutes time. It's going to be some nice door-to-door battles here into that Le Mans chicane. 42 versus 80. Contact between the two. Jake Steckler tried to turn down. Looked like Michael was still there. I think you could tally that one up as a racing incident. We're going to have to re-rack and restack this race replay here. Oh man, what an amazing job by both of these drivers. Look at the immaculate cat-like reflexes. Wow, Jake Steckler and Michael here. Contact into one of our, if not highest speed portions of the track. Both of these drivers end up saving it. Look at how yawed out the 42 is there. Contact once, twice, thrice, leaning on each other. They finally get it out warranted back the right way. And back up to this live battle between the two. Jake Steckler, here comes Andrew Bound starting to join the party as well. It's going to be side by side running in towards turn 1 and 2. Jake Steckler has the inside line this time by. He cleared him. Nice pass back for Jake Steckler to get that top 10 position. Andrew Bound's going to try and follow suit here. We should see about 2 to 3 more laps remaining here before we get that competition caution, and whoa and slow the pack back down. Andrew Bound, oh, nice move. He's going to try the inside line. This might get a little scary into the kink. You don't want to run side by side. We've seen it once, twice, maybe even thrice tonight. Warrants a little contact between drivers and big spins. Andrew Bound, nice pass there. He works up into that top 10 position. Whoa, the Ghostbuster machine. Da-da-na-na-na-na. It's Christopher Reagan. Na-na-na-na-na. He's cleared him through the inside. Inside seems to be the place to go tonight. Jake Steckler, he's still trying to fight it out down the inside. Not going to make it happen due to cut the back section up on it. NASCAR turns 2 and 3. Michael Tannegretta still tries to find the left side there. Look who, you might not want to look now, because Joe Rainey's starting to show his set of steam. He's showing some nice pace tonight as well out of that Rainey Holmes racing machine. This is going to get good heading into the bus stop. Who do you have? We saw it last lap. Contact between the two drivers still in the same positions here. Michael, he's going to have that left line. Who brakes just a little bit earlier? Same braking between both drivers. It's going to be a little bit more clean that time by. Woohoo! Maybe a tiny bit of contact there at corner exit, but that's what you come to see here out of Apex MX-5 Cup Series Racing. Ethical wheel, clean racing, and it's a lot of fun to watch as well. James D. Newell showing P2, leading the pack. He's actually P1. Nico Colby, P2, right there behind him. Brandon Birch, Marvin Samael. We're still, duking, diving it out here, going back into turn 1 for the lead. Now, it may be going without saying, but I mean, you obviously don't win these races with being reckless. You win them by being smart, and that's exactly what we've seen here with Marvin Samayoa. Even starting up there on the pole, losing 4 positions, now running P5. Hey, even with contact with the outside wall, looks like it's going to be an instant repair here tonight for the 44 machine. I wouldn't still count quite Marvin Samayoa out of the race win from the World Center of Racing. As well as, hey, this next pack is going to be right back up there with them. If you missed our West Coast Sim Racing Monday Night League race, it was Slater Colby who fell back to about your 6th, 7th position on that first stint of the race. We then had that other competition caution midway through it. He worked his way back up through the pack. That was Knock Hill. I think Daytona, it's even more of a draft focused track here than Knock Hill. Keep your eye also on the second pack. Lucas Barnett, Slater Colby, Joel Singleton, even Nathaniel Redmond, Andrew Bound, those drivers with lots of pace there. They're going to be still shown within 8th, 9th, and 10th there on that restart of the race. That competition caution should be coming here in just this next lap time. Christopher Reagan, Michael Tenegretta, as well as, oh man, that got so tight down there. Last lap to 2 ago between those two drivers, and also seeing the suspension go to work in that bus stop. It's fun to watch here from the outside of the car, but trust me, okay, that's a nice RV. You would not want to be behind the wheel here from these cars, sending it lap after lap. Hey, this is only a sprint, but imagine 24 hours going at it here. It's a lot of mental and physical work. Speaking of mental and physical work, it's still Michael Tenegretta. I think we've seen him the most side by side out of any driver tonight. Still is going to run that left sideline going into turn 1. Still is clear from Joe Rainey, but remember, Joe Rainey has worked his way all back from about 30th position. He now has had that outside line. Careful on the throttle application. He runs it almost to the rumble strips there. He's going to run over them, adding out of turn 2, heading into turns 3 and 4. Joe Rainey keeping it on the asphalt in spectacular fashion in that Rainey Homes Racing Mazda MX-5 Cup car. It'll be Nico Colby to the lead. He should lead us towards this competition caution coming in the next lap or 2. Brandon Birch now shown P2 by 2.5 seconds back. What has happened with oh God, where did he go? Apologies, I'm still looking for it here live in YouTube land. I thought it was James. He was up there, right there within that battle. I'm trying to search for the replay right here. Okay, this might not be good if you're a James Newell fan. All right, I'm showing Thomas pass him here. Oh, God, the cookie cutter. Not the cookie cutter, but the chocolate chip cookie machine. I think this is where James, no, that's the wrong, okay, that's James McThumpson. We're still looking for it here. I'll try to get back to it here once that competition caution flag has thrown. And, man, I'm looking for it here on live timing and scoring. Where did he drop down here to? Oh, now he's, okay, well, now it's shown back as well as that competition caution, so that was perfect timing. James D. Newell shown back to the race lead. There, I think it's now finally back updated. I'm not sure what was going on that last couple of laps of the race, showing 1 to 2 drivers leading when they weren't. There you see the yellow flags are out. Woo, boy, we're going to slow him. We're going to woe him all back down. I'm going to bring you through the field as well. It's Nico Colby who wins, you could call it, this first stage, this first half of the race. James D. Newell, I stand back on what I said. He still sits P2. Brandon Birch, Marvin Samayoa still sits P4. Who else do we have up here? Lucas Barnett, Joel Singleton, Slater Colby, Nathaniel Redmond, Andrew Bound, and then there's Christopher Reagan. That's the top 10. Michael Tenegretta, Joe Rainey, Connor Cunningham, Daniel Ramirez, the Colombian, Stone Colby, Jake Steckler, Victor Ling, Joey Rainey, Warren Johnson, Josh Hunter. That's the top 20. Fabian Buenaventura. There we go. Now that I have a little bit more time to say it, I think I'm not butchering it as hard that time for the 444. Fabian Buenaventura running in 21st. Darren Colby, after pretty hard contact earlier there in the race. Darren's going to restart this race here, P22. Jason Holcomb, Aaron Hatter, David Ramirez, Igor Ritzkov, Thomas Zivili, Juan Heron, Kenneth Lawless, Brian Zabaleski, Tony Wallace Jr. That's who ran out the top 30. Be Wesley McFarland shown one lap down. So is Tony Wallace. Also Diego Valdemarera, as well as James McThumpson there. I think he's actually shown within the pits there. All right, what a start to this race. We'll check on live there on YouTube Lands. Moonlight Dancer saying exciting first half. The Juice Box saying loving the commentary. Hey, thank you so much, the Juice Box. That's what keeps us moving and grooving back there behind these YouTube scenes. Who else do we have here? Terry saying there's still plenty of time. I'm right there with you, Terry. There's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of racing left. Don't go anywhere unless you just promise me that you'll be right back. You just get yourself a drink or snack. You're not going to want to miss this second half, as it'll be, here we go, back up to the front. The field is slowed and wound down in front of that new iRacing safety pace car. You don't see that one here too often. Thanking each and every single one of you. We see you down there live YouTube land. Let us know who you're rooting on here tonight, as well as thanking those sponsors, affiliates, everybody up there in the top right, as well as once again these drivers who they put on a show. Hopefully you have all had your popcorn buckets out. If you thought that was good, well, just wait here until the second half of the race. Lecter still on that iRacing safety pace car. Let's see, we're at James D. Newell. He's headed down into pit lane. I was not expecting this at all. These are fixed setups, and I know that we do have enough fuel to make it towards the end of the race. Wonder what's going on there in the 123 machine, or if he's just looking to make it a little bit more fun for himself to work his way back through the pack. Lucas Barnett, the Burger King of Mazda. How about it? Man, it's been... They got to get some more Burger Kings out here. It's been forever. Lucas Barnett's, though, we know that Burger King, he'll deliver your food on time. Probably 30 more minutes earlier than you were expecting with as much pace as he has. That 3,200 road course iRating Lucas Barnett. Holy guacatoolies. Joel Singleton, Slater Colby, Nathaniel Redmond, Andrew Bound, Christopher Reagan, and Michael Tenegretta. That's the top 10 once again. And if you're looking for our highest iRating driver here tonight, you're looking at him right there, center of your screen. It's Joel Singleton. I'm showing 4,002. No, I take that back. It'll be Nathaniel Redmond with highest. Joel Singleton's second highest road course iRating, 4,200. That takes years to accomplish there. Joel's currently running in the 5th position, has 1 spot gained since Barney the Flagman threw in and waved the green flag with some force there on our season opening. Keep your eye on Joel Singleton. He's going to be in a nice position here on the race restart. Nathaniel Redmond, we chatted about him. That is the driver with the most road course iRating, currently running with 5,141. Woo! Let's see if that Kyle Busch M&M paint scheme has got the magic here that we've seen in stock car racing to take that Mazda MX-5 back up toward the front and take the checkered flag tonight. Got Warren Johnson here in the 124 Sprite machine. It's lime green. There's a little bit of yellow air on it as well, out of Valencia, California. Currently running in the 17th. He's up 15. Count them with me. I'm not going to count them all, but I wanted to. Warren, hopefully he's going to keep this thing in the green tonight, just as his paint scheme is, as we are re-racked. We are restacked 2 by 2 by 2 through the pack. Warren Johnson, also one of our league owners down there, West Coast Sim Racing. If you're looking for GR Cup or GT3, GT4 action, that's live here, Sam Studio Network, every Monday and Thursday night. All right, I've given the chat a little bit of time to let us know who you are rooting on here tonight. We know Moonlight Dancer. Hey, Marvin Samayoa, we keep your eye on him. I know I keep saying it, but seriously, fastest driver tonight, our pole position sitter in at the 44. Marvin, he's going to restart on the inside line, I believe, on the second row. There you see it, and that is a great spot to be. Nico Colby as the race leader here, he has to choose what he's going to do here to turn one. Is Nico Colby going to play that defense? Or is he going to be a little bit more offensive, try and break as late as he can? I know Nico Colby, I think I know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try to break as late as he can, but we'll have to see it all play out here. Brandon Birch, he has been stalking, creeping one of those checkered flags. I felt so bad after Monday night and the way it did out of Knock Hill. Brandon Birch looking for some redemption here, albeit a different car, a little bit of similar characteristics there as well. Slater Colby, keep your eye on that's red and black vehiclebuyers.com, overstockvehicles.com as well, Machine, as we're going to get back up towards green flag racing for this season opener from the World Center of Racing. The start lights, get him out of here. It's green flag right here, right now. Nico Colby, here he goes, leading them down there in turn one. Lucas Barnett, whoa, 3 wide. Second, third, and fourth. Marvin Samayoa, the Marvin Tater tries it down the inside. He's got at least P3 still stuck and solidified there. Lucas Barnett, he's going to bring up Slater Colby and Joe Singleton right there with him. Nico Colby with a comfortable race lead heading into the West Bend Horseshoe. Side by side, Joel Singleton, he's got Andrew Bound as company out there on the outside line. Remember, you don't really want to be side by side heading in here to the kink. Somebody's got to give way. Nobody's going to give way. Joel Singleton, Andrew Bound, a little bit of contact on their side, a little bit of side by side on their side, a little bit more contact there between Slater Colby's rear bumper, and there goes Joel Singleton, and that's number 10 Mazda MX-5 orange and black machine. Nathaniel Redmond still going to try to find that outside line. Remember, he did that earlier on in the race, put right side tires over that exit rumble strip out there out of turn in and outs. Coming on to NASCAR turns 2 and 3. Nathaniel Redmond, nice restart to the race. Even better restart to the race, though. It's Nico Colby, Brandon Birch, and Marvin Samayoa. 3 wide could have all gone wrong, and they kept it all going right. Marvin's going to have to play even more defense here over a hard-charging Lucas Barnett. Lucas a little bit more deeper into the braking zone. He's going to find that car a little bit harder to turn back into the right here from that left-right chicane. Lucas Barnett, he does a nice job to kind of modulate that throttle back there and get that speed and momentum back to where it needs to be. Even if he didn't perfect that bus stop there, you have this huge run. You have this huge train up here in front of you. Even though it's only 3 cars for Lucas Barnett, the huge hole in the air that they're poking here, Mazda MX-5 cars, aerodynamically considered bricks here at the World Center of Racing. Lucas Barnett, he's going to use a little bit of stock car racing action there. He's going to try to find that outside line. I thought he was going for a side draft, but he is not. He avoids the side draft. We're going to look 3 wide once again for P2. The next lap by. Contact from Marvin Samayoa. Oh no, Nico Colby, the race leader, he gets spun down, out and around. It's still side by side through the pack. Look at the number 10 of Christopher Reagan. He made it through it. Now Marvin Samayoa, he's in the meat of the sandwich. Oh, no, no, no. It's more contact there. The number is 303 of Nathaniel Redmond almost gone back around. We are still sitting 3 wide. I'm going to lose my voice by the thing this is over. Holy moly. There's still 15 minutes left. Drivers racing it like it's the last lap of the race. Michael Tenegretta, Josh Hunter is still going side by side once again at the International Horseshoe. Who gives way? Nobody gives way. It's time to go, go, go. Josh Hunter, he's got that P12 solidified. Michael Tenegretta, he's not going to live this battle down here just yet. Living to fight another day. Running the defensive line there. Marvin Samayoa falls back to P14. Here comes Jake Steckler, Connor Cunningham, and then there's James D. Newell. Remember, he pits under our competition caution all the way from last, back to P17, about halfway through the pack here for James. Joey Rainey, Victor Ling, Darren Colby, as well as David Ramirez. All these drivers, we know that they have the speed, the consistency, and the pace. It's so hard to find yourself up here towards the front pack here, especially once you do start to lose that slipstream and draft. It's a little bit reminiscent of the Daytona 500 here if you've ever ran it, the iRacing universe, or at least watched it down there out at home. You cannot lose that front pack there, at least coming towards the last couple of laps of the race. When it's go time, it's go time, and that's what we've seen for Lucas Barnett and now Brandon Birch. They no longer have to deal with one of the fastest drivers out here on the night. Well, a couple of them. It's going to be Nico Colby, who has now fallen back here to P9. Battles still bumper to first, second, third, and fourth. Not quite fifth, but then sixth, seventh, and eighth. See what they size up here into turns 1, 2. No! Oh, what a save for Brandon Birch. How did he hang on to it? He is going to lose all the speed and momentum that he had cooking, but he is going to live to fight another at least one more lap. He's going to lose the spot now to Samuel L. Jackson's flaming Mazda MX-5. That's, of course, Andrew Bound. Andrew Bound up to P2, up 13 since the drop of the green flag. Here he's got Brandon Birch still right there behind him. I don't think that battle is necessarily over here just yet. Joel Singleton, Stone Colby, Joe Rainey has worked his way up to P7. How? With 35 minutes down, I know he started back there, 30th position did Joe Rainey. He has sliced it and diced it and crisscross crossed it down there, and that Rainium's racing machine worked it all the way back up to P7. Christopher Reagan, there's Nico Colby where he drops back there to P9 on the racetrack, and then there's Nathaniel Redmond, highest iRating driver, shown P10. So that start, it looked a lot better there. I think there was only 1 to 2 spins. Here's going to be one with Juan Herron. I do believe this is going back here into turn 5. Oh, careful on the brakes here, the 78. Oh, no. That's contact there with Tony Wallace Jr. I don't think Tony necessarily got spun, but that was one incident there. Here's going to be Thomas Dively. I butchered it every time. At least hopefully I'm kind of getting that right there. And then the number 88 left side tires off of the racetrack. There's going to be no grip for the 88. Wow, ends up actually saving it though. Only loses one. I think only loses one spot doing it. Nice save there for Thomas. 9.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, sim racing fans of all ages. 9.5 minutes left to go here from the World Center of Racing. That's the Daytona International Speedway road course. Lucas Barnett is now up to the race lead. He opens up the door way wide going into 1 and 2 just to try and ooch his way, try and crawl his way just a little bit further away from Andrew Bound, possibly trying to work out a slipstream condition. Wow, no, Joe Rainey is all of his hard work has gone down the drain. He does a 360, keeps it back onto the track. He falls back now there to P11. Oh, Nathaniel Redmond probably kicking himself there. I think he either got loose, tight, or contact there for Nathaniel in that M&M's machine out of turns 1 and 2. Here's a quick replay of it as well as, oh gosh. Okay, this was 2 separate incidents here. We're gonna have to, we'll look at this one. Oh no, I think maybe even Nathaniel Redmond was moving over, kind of giving way for the 16 right there of Nico Colby. Maybe, I mean, he's getting the spotter call, right? He knows that they're 3 wide, but doesn't quite just know how close 3 wide is. That's a benefit of a real life spotter compared to iRacing spotter. Actually, they weren't really they weren't near 3 wide at all. I think just track kind of ran out of room there. Here's going to be also same exact time that this is going on. Jake Steckler here. Keep your eye on the pink and black Apex Motor Club machine. Oh, going into the same corner. He's going to run way wide. That car is not getting the rotation that it needs, or that Jake wants there necessarily, even though it's not even Jake's fault. Oh, it spins him around after contact there with another hot pink machine. 37 minutes down out of this 45-minute-long event. Joel Singleton to the front, Lucas Barnett, Brandon Burch, Andrew Bound. Who else is right there with him? It's Stone Colby. I don't think we've mentioned Stone Colby's name until, what was that, lap 1 when he was turned around facing the wrong direction. Stone Colby, he's up to P6. He's got his little brother right there with him. It's Nico Colby. Christopher Reagan is still joining this battle as well. Look at this, 3 wide out of get a turn 1. You can't go below the double yellow. Oh no, the leader gets spun. No, that's Joel Singleton who goes around. Nico Colby contact there as well. I said you can't go below the double yellow because iRacing had just fixed that. Oh, we're still wrecking Joey Rainey. He's involved going into turn 1. No, no, no. Oh my goodness gracious. Man, oh man. Well, okay, we'll jump back up here to the front of the pack because it's side by side, door to door for P1, P2, P3, and P4. It's Lucas Barnett and the Burger King machine who works his way back up to the front after he's scooched and stole it away from Andrew Bound. Look at Stone Colby, though. He is right up in there with him. Maybe a little bit of contact from his twin brother right there behind him. It's Stone and Slater who now run in 3rd and 4th. That's Stone right now running in that final driver interview position. Let's see if he has what it takes to possibly get P2, maybe even back to the win here. What an eventful race. What an I don't, that's the best word I have here for it because it's been eventful. It's been wild. I don't think the sports book's could have predicted this. My goodness gracious. It's coming down to the last 5 laps. We knew that we would have seen a beaten and a banging and bump drafting battles tonight. We knew we would see it coming to the white flag, but who would have guessed it would be Lucas Barnett, Andrew Bound, Stone Colby, Slater Colby, hey, Christopher Reagan, still, he's up there running P5, Josh Hunter P6 as well. And there is that little bit of a gap of a battle there. 5th and 6th separated by 1.3 seconds. So that's that slight bit of a gap there. And then you're going to see a way bigger gap there between Brandon Burch and excuse me. That's going to be 8th and 9th there between Marvin Samayoa and Victor Ling there. Excuse me. All right, we'll get back up to it. It's Lucas Barnett. Last 5 minutes in the race. It'll be door to door once again here. Side by side for 2, and we'll call it side by side for 3 rows back. Door to door racing. 2 wide we'll find ourselves here. Lucas Barnett does a nice job there, compromising a tiny bit of race entrance to corner entrance to get harder on the brake pedal and leaves room for Stone Colby right there out there beside him. Stone Colby in the vehiclebuyers.com number 52 black Mazda MX-5. He now runs in the 2nd position. Andrew Bound is still right up in there with him, running P3, so that was the swap for P2, P3. Slater Colby is still right up in there, well within this battle. Josh Hunter, Christopher Reagan, Brandon Burch, there's that gap between 6th and 7th at 1.5 seconds. Another nice battle really quick. It's going to be, it's another nice two-way battle from a couple rows on back. Daniel Ramirez, the Colombian, Joel Singleton, Joe Rainey. Remember, he fell back there after the slip and slide contact spin. Like to hear about P17, continues to put some nice lap times out, down, and around. Marvin Samayoa right there with him, P18. Brian as well as Warren Johnson, that's the top 20. As there's so many battles over the racetrack. We'll go back out to the race lead, and I've not forgotten about that whole, what would you even call that? The exciting, the big one that we had down there out of the bus stop. We'll show some replays here probably after the race because this is getting too good out up front. Now Slater Colby, he passes Stone. He gets up here to the race lead and brings Josh Hunter right up in there with him. What a move up here for the number 25 vehiclebuyers.com machine. He is not going to use that brotherly help there as Stone Colby. He's going to have that outside line leading it out of NASCAR turn 4. Now you're going to see that teamwork is going to make that dream work out of that outside line. You have 3 cars versus 2. That's how physics work here. You're going to see more speed. You're going to see more momentum. Stone Colby gets a push from that outside line, slides it back and across his twin brother's front nose for the race lead. Andrew Bound is also right up in there with him. Now he's going to be side by side. That's the less preferred racing line out there. No, it's also loose out there. The dirtier line across the track. Andrew Bound, he gets slideways out of turns 1 and 2. Somehow manages to save it. But with that save, he's going to lose all the speed, all the momentum that he had. Here comes Josh Hunter in that purple Mazda MX-5. He's going to start to knock on that rear bumper of Andrew Bound. Andrew Bound, we'll see if anybody's home, or we'll see if Andrew Bound leaves the door open here after our cut back corner, our most important corner of the racetrack. Ooh, a beat and a bang. Here we go through the international horseshoe, and then we'll make our way throughout the cutback section. Andrew Bound there, he's all over the rear bumper. Josh Hunter tries to get all over the rear bumper of Andrew Bound. There's probably about a car length gap here between each first, second, third, also fourth and fifth, Josh Hunter, Lucas Barnett. Now you're going to start to see some side-by-side there between Christopher Reagan and Brandon Birch. Brandon Birch has been up within this top 5, top 6, top 7, top 8 battle here throughout the whole night, still running P6. If there is some argy-bargy coming to the white and checkered flags there, which, ladies and gentlemen, we may see, it's going to be side-by-side into the Le Mans chicane. 2.5 minutes to go. Twin brothers, door to door. That's going to be Slater Colby, who takes back the race lead. Stone Colby was earlier on the brakes. I think he gave the point by there. I think he gave that spot right back to his big bro, Stone Colby. He's got some stock car racing experience. He does not want to be leading coming towards the white and checkered flag, well, the white flag lap. He's going to beat, he's going to bang, he's going to try to bump draft Slater up here coming out of NASCAR turn 4 to complete what should be coming to our white flag lap. Don't look now. Andrew Bound, Lucas Barnett are all starting to join the party as well. You should see Barney the Flagman, top right of your screen, right here. He's waving it loud and proud. You're going to see 3 abreast for back to P2 and back to 2 wide we go. As Colby, he's going to try to make that inside line work again. That's the preferred line, unlike last time with Andrew Bound. And Stone Colby, he's got that defensive line. He's going to continue to sit P2, but Josh Hunter has not given up this battle as well. Josh Hunter is now side by side there with Lucas Barnett. It will be door to door, 2 wide from 2 rows on back. Slater Colby is loving seeing this in his rearview mirror. We're going to make our way through the kink and heading towards another horseshoe hairpin. And Josh Hunter slots his way back up to P2. Stone Colby is loving this. He's not beating the steering wheel right now. He's loving this. He's going to shove it down the inside. Pause. He's maybe got to slip by. No, he cannot find the corner exit speed. Josh Hunter still sits P2. Slater Colby still with the race lead. Lucas Barnett sits P4, just waiting for anything to happen out here up front. This is the final time by through our cut back corner and then through the most important corner now is not the entrance, it's the exit of this bus stop chicane. Slater Colby has a 4/10 of a second advantage. That is not enough to have this race win solidified. Stone Colby, Josh Hunter, Lucas Barnett, Andrew Bound, Brandon Birch, Christopher Reagan are still right up in there with them. Who's picking out a line? That's going to be Josh Hunter, the purple people leader, Mazda MX-5. He's trying to make something happen. This is what you have to do on the last lap of the season opener. Josh Hunter slots back to P2. He's still sitting up there in front of Stone. This is going to be where it all comes down here to tonight. Who's got the slipstream? Who's got the draft? Who's got the NASCAR action? Coming out here of 3 and 4 for the final time tonight. Josh Hunter, he's going to look down the inside. Stone Colby is looking down the outside. He's going to slipstream. He's going to draft. He's going to slide draft in there. We're coming out of NASCAR turn 4 for the final time. It's the Apex MX-5 Cup Series season opener. Side by side at the line. Who's it gonna be? It's a photo finish. Give it to Lucas Barnett, the Burger King machine. What a race, what a finish. No for Stone and Slater. But yes for Lucas Barnett. He gets it done here in our season opener. What a race, what a photo finish. Lucas Barnett takes away P1. It'll be Stone Colby at the line, P2, Slater P3, Josh Hunter, Andrew Bound, Christopher Reagan. Here we go, also some nice up battles here coming towards the line. I believe, nope, okay. The battles were so close. It's going to be Josh Hunter who takes P4 and Andrew Bound P5. Yeah, I'm going to have to double check that interval at the race line, but they are giving it to Lucas Barnett. Congratulations, Lucas, on winning our season opener here. What a season I think we're about to see out of this 88 Burger King machine. We got full authority here for you, Lucas. Burn it down, down, down. Well, here you're going to see it, at least coming out of the final bus stop, the final Le Mans chicane there. So I back it up. Oh, I actually got to forward it. It was Lucas Barnett. Look at where he is here on the track right now, sitting P4. You would have never thought this was going to happen. I think this all is set up right here with Josh Hunter's amazing move down the inside that really had the two Colby bros there really jostled up with what they were going to do on corner exit. Watch the speed, watch this momentum all work here. And look at Lucas, he knows it, he sees it coming. He kind of sits back out of it here as there goes Josh Hunter down and around. And this is you couldn't have asked for a better corner exit there from Josh Hunter. That is what keeps him up in it, as well as Stone Colby. I think Stone Colby is the be-all, break-all here, coming towards the white and checkered flag. Stone Colby with the side draft there on Josh Hunter's right rear quarter panel. And look at the runs that they get here. Slater Colby, he has no, he's sitting in the water here as now they get side by side. Look at how Josh Hunter makes this sweep of the move happen here. What is this, 0.08 seconds at the line? Give it to, Lucas Barnett in that Burger King machine out there up top. And real quick, before we do get to live driver interviews for this, well, we'll get to that Marvin Samaya and gang their replay here in a few moments' time. We'll look at those we'll look at the unofficial official race results here on Stam Studio Network, and then we'll chat with those top 3 driver interviews. What a race. We'll give it to Lucas Barnett there by 0.008. Hey, that's his number as well. What are the odds of that? Lucas Barnett with the race win. Stone, Slater, Colby. It'll be 2 and 3. Josh Hunter, P4. Andrew Bound, P5. Christopher Reagan, Brandon Birch, Nathaniel Redmond, Michael Tenegretta, Nico Colby falls back there to P10. Connor Cunningham, nice race for him here today. He'll finish up the season opener P12. Marvin Samayoa, Brandon Zablinski, Brian Zablinski, I think I'm saying that right. Warren Johnson, Daniel Ramirez, Igor Reitzkov, Joe Rainey, Joe Singleton, and Thomas Dively there running out the top 20. Joey Rainey, Fabian Buenaventura, Darren Colby, Juan Herron, David Ramirez, Aaron Hatter, Diego Valdemareda, Jason Holcomb, Kenneth Wallace, and Wesley McFarland. We also have, that's 30 out of 35 drivers. One more row to go here. We appreciate all these drivers here. 35 drivers packing the field. Even if you were showing one lap down and you stayed out so you're on it, that's what we really appreciate and we really kind of push here. Who do we have there? James D. Newell, who falls back to P31 after his incident. Jake Steckler, Tony Wallace, Georgino A. Marino, as well as James McThumpson. Stick with us here for those top 3 live driver interviews, as well as stick with us after those interviews. We're gonna hit up quite a few race replays here after this race. Picture it, kind of Stam Studio Network after dark hours here. I'm gonna magically make my way up there into the live driver interview room where I've cut up here. Hey, Lucas Barnett, it's Sean Stam here. How's it going, man? You got yourself a copy?
Good, man. How you doing?
Lucas, I'm doing great. I'm sweating. I don't think I'd be much better up here the season opening race. Walk us through it, man. What was going through your minds the last lap?
Well, I was leading a couple laps before, and I knew that was not the place to be in, so you just kind of try your luck. Not too far back, but close enough to the front, and I got lucky.
A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill. That's what it takes to get a win here out of the World Center of Racing. Man, what battles that we saw here. I mean, some side by side, some 2, some 3 wide. What was going through your mind, especially on not even the original drop of the green flag, Lucas, but especially that race restart as well? I mean, side by side going in turn 1.
It was chaos. The good thing is the top group is really good and respectful, so it was predictable. So it was a blast. I was just trying to stay out of the way, keep off people's bumpers, keep people off my bumpers, and yeah, it turned out good.
Well, Lucas, that's well said. I know that's what Apex MX-5 Cup Series really strives here for, is that clean, ethical racing, and it was on display here tonight at a track where you might not get that all the time. But Lucas, man, congratulations once again here to you. Before we let you to get popping that virtual champagne up here, who are we shouting out to, man? Who are you dedicating this win here to tonight?
Just this crew of guys. I mean, Colby's for putting this together, and all the other guys that make it happen, like you. It's really fun.
I appreciate it, Lucas. Man, that's that might be a second job here coming up for you. Bus stop driver with that exit. I don't know. That was pretty good coming up on the last lap, and of course that slipstream and draft as well. Final question here for you, Lucas. I kind of alluded here to it, what was going through your mind on that last lap, but when you did start to see the side-by-side there between Stone and Josh Hunter, did you kind of know that you were going to get the run that you had, or are you just keeping your foot forward to the pedal?
Yeah, I actually lifted a little bit coming out of the last corner to create a little bit of a gap and timed it just right. We were practicing earlier and practicing qualifying, getting the right distance, so I thought I would just be by him right at the checkered flag, but I was probably, I don't know, a couple 100 yards before, but it was still enough momentum to slingshot by.
That's a lot of fun, Lucas. Thank you so much, and best of luck here for you throughout the rest of the season, man.
Thanks.
All right, it's double Colby action up here once again up top, but it's second and third up here in the podium finish. We'll start here with you, Stone. You got yourself a copy, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how about you, man? Stone from, well, you started up near the front, then to the back. Well, then you made yourself back up to the front here. You finished P2. That's going to be nice run in the point standings for that vehiclebuyers.com Mazda MX-5. What was going through your mind on that last lap here, Stone?
Yeah, that was a hell of a race for me. My car didn't shift on the start, and then I funneled all the way back, got hit by some people, went back to 33rd, I think.
Yeah.
And then started the restart, I want to say in about 15th or 16th or something like that. But that was a blast. I mean, it felt like an actual MX-5 race. You know, the double filing down the straightaways and the turns, and using draft to pass each other. You know, I can't even imagine how many times you were swapping through names for first place, just because we were swapping so much. But I was trying to trick Lucas. I know he was too smart, but I pulled out before the finish line, and I was trying to tell him to bump me, but then he blew my doors off. Which I knew was gonna happen. But no, it was a lot of fun, and I'll definitely take coming from 33rd to 2nd. So,
man, well done there, Stone. We know that you have that speed and pace there within it, but I mean that's saying something here, especially like Daytona. I know you have obviously the slipstream and the draft here, but that whole infield section, it's pretty, pretty tough.
So when are you guys gonna refund us our money?
Oh, God.
No, I'm dead fucking serious.
Dude, get out of my league, bro. Get out.
Okay, I don't know who that was, but okay, I think they kicked him there. All right, apologies for that.
by the way, we never said we weren't going to give that guy his money back.
Yeah.
But continue.
Yeah, anyways, apologies for that. That is not cool to do, by the way, whoever that was going to a broadcast booth. Stone, hey, congratulations on your P2 tier tonight. Who are we shouting out to makes this P2 all possible?
Why are you guys being stupid?
Okay.
I'm gonna report you.
This is kind of funny because, well, here, I'm just, let's see, we still have to talk with Stone. Yes, there, okay. All right, I think he's muted now. All right, back here to you, Stone. Sorry about that, man. This is complete immaturity going on here.
No, it's all right. Just Overstock Vehicles, vehiclebars.com. You for broadcast and everybody else that showed up tonight. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, we're not out here scamming people. This guy left the race early and talked about it in our chat, and we just got done with the race, and now we're getting interviewed, so we haven't replied to the guy yet. So, but no, all in all, good race. I'm glad that everybody came out, and it was a great turnout.
Well, we appreciate you, Stone. Best of luck here with what you're about to have to deal with. We've really never, ever had this happen, but at season opener, you're going to get some newer names, some newer places. Best of luck here, too. Yeah, I'll cut back here real quick to Slater. Slater got stuff to copy here.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that, Sean.
No, man, you're totally fine. It'll happen. Slater, that's kind of another kind of same story there for you tonight. All the way, you had a little bit of contact earlier on in the race, and you find yourself up with another podium finish. Not quite the win you had Monday night, but what's going through your minds there? Well, I guess I can't say that, but it was a nice race, nice passing. How do you kind of feel the same way that Stone does, as far as, you know, these feel, at least this car track combo, a lot more like the real thing that you race?
Honestly, the racing aspect up front of it, like between P1 and P10, especially after the restart, was very similar to, you know, what you see in MX-5 Cup and stuff like that. And I had a blast. I'm sure Lucas did, and Stone and all those guys up front. Yeah, there's a little bit of a mishap before, what was it? Oh, coming out of the bus stop, Lucas got tangled up with a guy, and then he came down, hit me, but you know, we regrouped and we were able to fight back and, you know, have a good race, and that's what it's about. I mean, you have a 45-minute race. Race isn't won in the first 10 minutes, so yeah, it was fun. I appreciate everybody coming out. I don't appreciate people coming into channels they don't belong in and saying crap. If you guys have a problem, just DM me and we'll get it rectified. But it's you know, the first race of the season, there's going to be hiccups, new guys and everything, so it's understandable. But yeah, I just want to thank you for broadcasting, everyone that showed up tonight, everyone that, you know, helped get this thing started, and everyone watching at home.
Okay, well, we appreciate you, Slater, and just as I said there to Stone, I wish you best of luck here, what you're about to have to deal with and go through, and also a great rest of your nights, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow night in West Coast Sim Racing.
You too, man. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, I think that's going to do it here, and as I said earlier, this is, from here on, it's going to be Stam Studio Network After Dark here, because we have quite a few replays here to go over and go with. Also, back to what just happened there, that's really only happened once here before, and that is really really frowned upon here within the iRacing universe. No matter what has happened here to you, you know, allow the league to review the incident first, allow them to finish the race, and don't just come barge into a broadcast channel. This is, I know you may not be happy with whatever, but hey, you know, just think about things first. Anyways, that's why it's called Stam Studio Network After Dark, because we're about to have some fun here. Before we do have some fun, hey, thank you, Juan Benitez, I think I'm saying that one right. The Juice Box, Moonlight Dancer, once again, Terry, F. Frymans, I think I'm saying that one right. Who else we have? I think that's about everybody down there live in YouTube land. So give me just a quick, brief second. I'm going to go grab a quick drink snack myself and stick around for some Stam Studio Network After Dark, where we're gonna visit some race replays here from this quick 45-minute season opener sprint. Thanks again for all the drivers putting on the show. Thank you for joining me here tonight. I'll be back here in about 30 seconds to a minute, and thank you for the man, the myth, the legend who barged in on the booth. All right, let's do it. I think we got to start out here with the the most. If you're just now joining us, I see the view count just randomly went up. The race just ended. This is not my commentator, but this is After Dark hours here. We're just going to take a couple looks here at some incidents that we may have missed earlier on. This is Marvin Samayo, as well as I think that's. Oh God. Oh man, that's a bump draft all gone wrong there. I think that's Nathaniel Redmond, Marvin, just trying to catch the pack there. No egregious action. God, Joey Rainey gets nailed. All right, who else do we have here? We'll just go kind of in reverse order. This will be Wesley McFarland. Oh, that's probably at the end of his race, so a little bit earlier on. Yeah, once again, I've never had that happen, especially the way it did. But you know what? It's just after dark hours. Joel Singleton, him and Joe Rainey, I think that was 1 to 2 wrecks that they had earlier here. We'll slow this one down for a quick brief look, excuse me. This is coming on to NASCAR Oval. It looks like Joel tries to get back down there in front of Joe. Then there's the 1, the 2, and then there's the 3 contact that finally sends him around. We'll take one more look at it there, make sure that Joe didn't come up. Joe Rainey may have come up there up above that double yellow just by, an inch, maybe a foot or so, and that's the contact there that'll send him around. This is a very rare thing we're doing here, so I'm just hopefully trying to have a little fun with it. Here's Aaron Hatter, as well as, who is that right there beside the 444 machine of Fabian Buenaventura. Ooh, the Mazda Beer League. Oh no, there's Aaron and the 444's contact going into turn 1. That we did see quite a few times tonight. I think if we cut to like an aerial, yeah, this will be perfect. Aerial camera shot out of here going 1 and 2. We saw this so many times tonight, and actually iRacing did just recently renovate that the off-track line going into turns 1. You can't run the esports line basically that drivers used to run here, especially in the Daytona 24-hour races. Why I mentioned that, I think that both these drivers are kind of setting up the same sort of entrance location, kind of same entrance point there that they're focused on there, and that's all the contact is there. No egregious action. I do want to take a look at something that I did show when we did get barged in up here up on the booth, and I don't know if this is what this specific man was mad about, but I mean, how can Slater, Stone, anybody here from, what are we doing? I know Jake's definitely going to say something about that, but I mean, I obviously don't know the story, and I don't want to get into any drama. But if you're asking for a, I don't know, we'll get back here. All you got to do is laugh at it, because I mean, it's just hilarious, right? Let's see. Oh no, does that one have to? Okay, we'll get back to. Screw it. We'll go back to it. Here's going to be Warren Johnson's incident. I don't think it was his fault. I think he got tagged here. I think we saw this one in live racing action here. Oh, I may be wrong. This is going into the International Horseshoe. Too wide up here in front of Warren here. Let's see what happens to the Sprite machine. Oh, he's probably going to have nowhere to go. Oh, it's not even what we thought it was. Here comes a bowling ball out of nowhere. Not really, but the 47, Darren Colby, a little bit deep into the braking zone. Man, spins Warren Johnson back down, out and around. We'll get back here to some more replays, as well as, hey, I guess I got to check in live YouTube land. See you all next time. Have a great evening. That sucks. Sad to see that happen to Marvin. Oh, that's right. I still have to find that Marvin incident. Apologies there, man, my answer. So this is, it's probably way too late here, but this is the contact here when I was screaming my head off here, what eventually was here for the battle for the race win. A little bit of beating, a little bit of banging. There's Marvin. Not sure if that's going to be Nico down there the middle. We'll take another look at it here. Yeah, that was actually no contact yet for Samayoa. There was contact between Nico and the 36 up there up front. I think that kind of really upset Nico's car as he tried to get it back to the inside line there. Marvin nowhere to go, and Nico's going to still continue to spin up here. A bank, and a boom, all gone wrong. And then I don't think we're done wrecking here from what I remember. Still looking. I think it goes up here into the horseshoe. Yeah, we're going to see 3 and 4 wide, and that's what ends up actually. Well, that's the main incident that really took Samayoa out of contention there. There you see the number 80 as well of Michael Tenegretta. Making his way through it, as well as the John Porch machine of the 502. Nice evasive action there. I believe that's Connor Cunningham. Yeah, it is. He's going to run the way outside line, probably get left side tires up on the dirt on exit. And then look at who's back there in this quagmire right here. It's Josh Hunter, who finished P4 here tonight, just outside of the final driver interview booth by 0.00 something at the line there. Josh Hunter, nice race for him after, look at him running probably about 10th, 11th, 12th here. All right, so I think, well, I'm getting over here in overtime hours, so we're burning the midnight oil. I think I'm going to call it quits here on Stam Studio Network. I know we had some newer faces, some newer places. We also have some some new drivers and some newer fans here as well. And for the most part, that is what you come to see and expect here at Stam Studio Network. Lots of fun, great racing to watch. My name is Sean Stam here, producing, directing, commentating it all. Hopefully you've had a great off season and then a first season opener here. That'll do it here, and then stick with us here. Tomorrow night will be West Coast Sim Racing in that GT3 or GT4 class. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. My goodness.